Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Last, probably 3 or 4 weeks now, I've been testing out a new product from a company that I've worked with a bit in the past, and it's great to see that they branched out in something different. With Ekster, they put in a ridiculous amount of detail into things like their wallets and some of the other kind of smaller EDC items. So when I noticed that they'd released a backpack and a few accessories that could fit into that backpack, I had to reach out. So if you're interested in seeing the level of detail that Ekster would put into a wallet, now put into a bag, this is what we're going to have a look at today. Now the GRID backpack is a 21 litre backpack, which for EDC is just perfect. Generally you'll find in EDC most backpacks go between kind of 20 litres all the way up to 30. 30 is the highest that most people will tend to go for an everyday style bag. So 21 litres is just right. With a 21 litre pack like this, which measurement wise come in at 306mm by 460mm by 150mm, you've got just enough capacity with this. And I say just, it makes it sound as though you can't put more in, but what I would say is you can do your daily commute. It will easily fit a 16-inch laptop in there. You can then have your gym kit, or you can have something that maybe you're going to go to do something in the evening, and you can put all of the gear that you need in here for a day's EDCing, or maybe even more. If you're going into the office and you need to do an overnight stay somewhere, then you can put just enough in here for that. The GRID bag is constructed from 600D PET or recycled PET, which is made from recycled plastic bottles, which is great. Ekster have a certain level of social responsibility that they want to make sure that they're using some recycled gear, but really opting for a 600D material means that you're just going to get the most wear out of this. The higher you get up, 500D is used on a lot of bags, 1000D is used on some others, but being able to use a 600D has some of the properties of both of those, so we'll keep this as tough as possible. Some other nice little details on here. On the front you have some lashing points. Now the lashing points on here are mainly down to aesthetics. So you've got some G hooks here. You can undo them, but these don't undo, so that you can take these down. Instead, what you have are some little tie points here that you can use for daisy chains should you want to. On the side there are some compression straps. I forgot what I was going to say then for a second. There are some compression straps on here, so you have one at the top and one at the bottom. This is great. So today when I brought my tripod out here, you can put your tripod in here. If you have a smaller tripod, it's a little bit better. I did struggle to get mine on here today, but I did just about get it on here. But for extra things, maybe you've got an umbrella or anything like that, then you can put these on the side. On the opposite side, rather than having two compression straps on here, there's just the one at the top, mainly because here down at the bottom you have this really nice elastic mesh pocket, perfect for putting an umbrella in, putting bits and bobs that you need to just have quick access to. If it is that it's an umbrella and it's a little bit longer, then you can connect this up, or you can use a compression strap at the top. Putting a bottle into this, your 750ml, the thinner ones, like a clean canteen, you can fit that into here, or like a Pepsi or a standard kind of Coca-Cola bottle, that will fit into here as well. If you're wanting to put in something larger, like a 1 litre Nalgene bottle, especially the little short dumpy ones, it's not going to fit in here. I don't think it's really the bag that's designed to hold that kind of water. But I'd say the vast majority of bottles, apart from the little stumpy ones, then you can fit in here as well. But yeah, really good, especially if, like I say, things like umbrellas, you can put that in and then you can have that lashed on the top, which really is designed as a commuter pack. Now Ekster aren't scrimping and saving on things like components on here, so the G buckles, these are really nice, but also when it comes to the zippers, these are your AquaGuard YKK zippers. If you're going to be putting valuables into this, they want to make sure that they are protected as much as possible. Now, as far as getting your items into this and keeping them protected, how good of a segue was that? So on the side here, there is a little stash pocket, which is great for being able to put your everyday items into. Here at the moment, oh, how did that get in there? Here's my Ekster wallet. Of course, I have made some content on the Ekster wallets before, and I'll leave a link whichever side that goes. Great segue. But the little pocket on the side here, as you pull this open, you'll see here it does say RFID blocking. So if you have a wallet that isn't RFID blocked, which the Ekster wallet actually is RFID blocked, but for extra protection, whatever you put into here will be protected against anybody trying to read the signals from there. As far as the size of this, it comes all the way across here, and then it does fit a little bit down into the bottom. So if you want to put a mobile phone into here, even if it's a reasonably large mobile phone, it will fit in there with no issues whatsoever. Getting access to the main pocket is really nice and simple, with the fact that they've done what all companies should do, is you have ambi-open zips on this. Pulling both of these open, I've already opened the one on the opposite side, it is a full clamshell opening to make sure that if you need to get your items out of here, it's so much easier. Every backpack really should be a clamshell opening like this. I know there are some people that fall into they're happy for it not to be, but to have instant access to whatever gear that you have in here, then having a full clamshell opening is great. In the front here, you have two large zip mesh pockets, which are great to be able to put whatever you need to into here. When I go into work, I have, just for quick notes, I have an A5 notepad which fits into here without any issues whatsoever. On the back, this really is where the full capacity, or the main capacity, of your 21 litres is coming in. So on the back you have some additional pockets here that you can put extra items into. I think I was messing around with some stuff the other day, and I was trying to clean some things off, so it's got my little wipes in there. But you can put extra additional items into there, and then behind here there is another tech sleeve. So at the moment I've started to use this. This is the Books. What is it? The Books Note Air something, for taking digital notes. I've started using that quite a lot recently. It's great because it just fits into there. Now you're probably wondering at this point, well, where do you put your laptop? Because you've already mentioned that I can put my 16-inch laptop into that, and it's all done here at the top. So there is a dedicated laptop section with this. So here in the top, we'll have a downwards look onto this so that you can see this now. This is where you can easily fit in your 16-inch laptop. Now I have a 16-inch laptop, I take it to work every day, it just slips into here. It's also got this really nice kind of mesh, not mesh, it's a felty style lining. It's a very light felt. So whenever you're sliding anything into here, it will make sure that it is nice and protected. An additional little feature on here is this extra small pocket that is on the inside. So you can open this up and be able to store small things like your glasses in here. And then if you want to, there is an additional zip pocket in here that you can open for an additional pocket for valuable items. Ekster's attention to detail continues through the back panel and through the suspension system on this. So hopefully you've noticed on the inside you have that really kind of ivory white interior, which is very nice, but all of the accents have these kind of maroon. Is maroon the right colour? It's like a Roman red almost kind of colour. They have these accents throughout, and these continue onto the back as well. So here where you have the straps, you just have these small little accents of that colour to show how this whole pack and the ethos behind the grid pack, it all ties together. The padding on the straps is really nice. It feels like a closed cell padding, and then behind there you also have the back panel, which is really nice and firm as well. If you're looking to commute, or I suppose specifically to travel with this, there's also a luggage pass-through here behind that, so that you can attach this to your luggage, so that if you're wanting to travel, you can travel with the confidence that you're not going to have to kind of wrestle with this all of the time. Taking it in and out of storage compartments, whether you're pulling it out of taxis, whether you're taking it from overhead luggage, you can grab hold of the grab handle here at the top, And yeah, it does everything that you like. Now I will say, so I get sent quite a few backpacks to test out, and the vast majority of them, I take into work and I commute with them, and every now and again someone will go, wow, that's a nice backpack. This is definitely one over the last 3 or 4 weeks that I've had this going into the office that I've got the most attention. I think, again, working in my line, so I work in graphic design, I think we're, like a lot of people, magpies, we're kind of attracted to things. Magpies, isn't the Ekster logo some magpies? Anyway, we're attracted to nice looking things, and I've certainly had the most amount of compliments when I've been taking this pack into work. Now, around the Grid backpack, Ekster have created an ecosystem of other accessories that all complement each other. They can be used individually, or when they come together, you can see how they each complement themselves, or as a group. The first one is the tech case. The tech case is a 2.6 litre butterfly opening case, made from the same PET material, or recycled PET material. The Grid backpack uses a 600D PET, whereas recycled PET. I'm just going to say PET from now on. You know what I mean. I keep correcting myself. Whereas this is a 400D. Very little difference as far as the toughness is concerned, but it just means that it just makes this an extra little bit lighter. They've continued with some of the same design hints on here, so they've used the nylon webbing here on the front and on the back, and the same G-hooks, so that you can see that this is almost kind of part of that same ecosystem and the same family. YKK zippers throughout. These are the RC YKK zippers, and reversed stitched as well, which just kind of makes it look a little bit cool anyway, doesn't it, at the end of the day. And as I mentioned, so this butterflies open so that you can see exactly what you have in here. Now I will say, so as far as my cable management is concerned, I was in the office Tuesday and Thursday and had a bit of a struggle with some cables. So usually these are managed a little bit better than they are today. So I'm just going to put those there for a second so that we can have a look at this. So here on the left hand side you have some pockets. This is how my cable management usually works. So on the left hand side here I've got a couple of pockets with some extra things in there. I find carrying a pair of scissors really works well. These are the what are these? These are the one shear scissors. They're actually medical shears, but they're incredibly good scissors. At the bottom here there's space for you to put a pen. When you flip this over to the other side, you have more room here in the top with elastic loops. So if you want to put your mouse or any other card readers, if you've got an iMac, all of the extra adapters and things that you have to get with those. And then behind here there is a large sleeve where I keep a 20,000 milliamp hour battery, just in case I need to do some work on the train home or something like that. But I think, I'll double check this, but I'm sure this is roughly the size so that you can fit like a switch light into here as well. This is really nice. I've made some content on a few different tech cases in the past. This is definitely up there on the I can say it's that attention to detail, all of those little accents throughout here. So you got the same colours on the inside and you still have that little Roman red tab on there as well. Very nice. The last one that completes the collection for me is the Ekster camera cube. Perfectly designed for modern DSLRs, and I suppose mirrorless as well mainly, I guess, but a mirrorless is probably a little bit smaller than a DSLR. This opens in a typical fashion that you'll find with a lot of camera cubes like this. So you have ambi open YKK zippers, which you can open on both sides. This uses the same recycled PET 400D material as well. Similar design hints with the webbing and the G-hooks on the back. And the Roman red fixtures. This does have side D rings, I was going to say them for a second, because this does come with a shoulder strap. So if you want to have this in your bag and you dropped your bag off at work, you're then going out to see a client, you're just going to take this with you, or maybe you just want to rock this by itself, which I have been doing for the last 3 weeks when I've come out and been doing filming like this. Then you can attach a shoulder strap to this and just take it with you. On the lid that opens here, there are 2 zip mesh pockets that you can put your SD cards into. You can put filters into here. I've got an additional lavalier mic in there just in case that I need it, and also the spare batteries that I use for my camera, which I'm just going to drop there for a second before I lose it. And then when you turn this round, so this is all really nicely lined with this felt lining, and then if I bring it this side, it's probably a little bit easier because the sun's shining onto this. You can see that you have additional dividers in here. So at the moment it's just got these 2 dividers. On the one side I have, which I probably should be using now, I have a shroud for my lens, and then I also have a secondary lens that I use for taking photography, whereas I use this one for actually filming with. But when it fits into here, it fits in here perfectly, so that I can put so I have a Canon EOS 250D which fits in, hopefully, as you can see here, but it also means that I can put my dead cat mic into this, I can fit my other batteries into this, and then it all zips up perfectly and fits snugly into the backpack. I will say, I really like what Ekster have done here. I love to see companies that have a keen eye for design, but also have a keen eye for features that you actually want. You often get backpacks that have stuff on there that just seem like peripherals that haven't really been thought through. They've put it on there because other companies have. Now you could say that about the Ekster GRID backpack, you know, they've added a side pocket, but they've not just added a side pocket, they've added a side pocket that's got the RFID blocking features on there. The laptop sleeve at the back, okay, yep, some other companies have got laptop sleeves on the back, but what they've done is they've just put those extra little bits in there so that maybe if you are driving into work every day, you put your laptop in, you put your keys in the top, so next time when you come out and you open it, your car keys are right there with your laptop, or whichever way that you want to do it. It's very good. They've put a lot of thought into this, and I think it's great to see, as I mentioned, a company like Ekster that put a lot of thought into the design, but also features that I've seen from their wallets and other EDC items put into 3 other items, being the GRID backpack, the tech case and the camera cube. I want to say a huge thank you for Ekster for sending these to me. They've also been able to give me an exclusive discount code. If you use the code Moorlander20, then you'll be able to get 20% discount off these when you purchase them from Ekster. So a huge thank you to Ekster again for sending these to me, also supporting my channel and also supporting my community, fellow Moorlanders out there with this extra discount. So I'll leave all of the links below so that you can see more from Ekster and these products. I'll also leave some of my social media links here on Moorlander EDC and my sister channel, Moorlander Tactical. But for now, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC. Don't you hate it when you're out filming and the paparazzi are just constantly circling over the head in planes and helicopters? They're all like, we just want to know what he's going to review next. We need to know, we've got to find out what it is. They're up there with big telephoto lens. God damn you! That'll be in the newspaper soon. The Moorlander shakes his fist at paparazzi flying 600 meters in the air. Probably more than that, I don't really know how far they fly up in the air. It's a hard life. It's just a cross that I have to bear. Somebody's dog's gone after a squirrel. That's what happens when you don't have your dogs on a lead and your dogs don't have particularly good recall. What'll probably happen is it'll probably run in this direction now and try and bite me. Bloody crows now, what's wrong with the place? Anyway, where were we? Need to get some stuff recorded. There are so many scam emails going around at the moment. Oh, this is us from Boots. Just click here to da-da-da. Oh, this is Screwfix. Don't forget, you've got one of these free. Click on this. Not today, ISIS. Not today. Anyway, where was I? I feel like I fluffed that last bit. I fluff. I fluff. We fluff. They fluff. We all fluff together. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, you know what I mean. Love you. Bye.